All right, I'm not going to start over. This will be part 2, but I lost connection. So what I want to share with you here is really, I'll close the first. Lasting results come from 3 things, and one of them is doing one thing and starting small. Learning that one tool, layer that with confidence, then go back and layer another tool. And using a journal, not against yourself, not use a Fitbit against yourself, but really look at ways that you can learn more about what's working for you and what isn't. The reason we don't like to journal or keep track of things is, especially when we're challenged in an area, doing something new, is because we use it against ourselves. Don't ever do that. I want you to stop giving yourself permission to beat yourself up. All right, so the next one is, in terms of getting new results, you really need, there's a beautiful way of moving, especially if you want to become more of an intuitive eater, moving from the head to body response, like body feedback. And it sounds kind of wooey sometimes. I really think I thought this when I first was around this. And the voice is really learning to honor and trust your appetite, learning to trust how foods operate for you. That's fuel testing. And if you're live, please let me know you're here, and post questions if you'd like. And this new voice really transitions well. Hi, Christy Riggs. Thank you for being on. The new voice is noticing the critic. Remember, I was talking about judgment in the journaling. Notice that critic, but just notice it. Notice that critical voice around, oh, I can't believe you ate all that entire hamburger, or anything like that. Oh, notice that little voice in your head, and just don't honor it, though, and believe it's true that you were bad, that you ate the wrong food. It's all about noticing the critic in your mind. Honor your intuition instead. So if you had been really hungry and that's why you ate the hamburger, and but there's something in your old history that like hamburgers are bad and not good for you, that might have created a critical moment. You go, I was really that hungry. I know I ate to the hunger scale. That is, hamburgers are fuel for me. Maybe next time I won't eat the bun, and I'll see how I feel if it's different. And again, that's honoring your intuition and your body's feedback. And remembering all the time, this is the new voice, remembering why you really are doing these changes. Why are you interested in these videos? Why are you listening to the podcast? Remember what you really want. Do you really want to just be stick thin? No, you can go try any drastic diet if that's what you want. But if you really want to live a healthier, long life, then remembering that when you get this inner critic or some old patterns that come up, notice them and begin, just sink back into honoring your body's feedback in that moment. Remember what you really want. Your heart's desire will win if we listen and we don't get in our own way, right? So it's all about creating a new voice, a new intuition around food. And what I've really found in working with clients is that when we start honoring our own intuition, we honor our intuition in other areas of our lives. We really do. And I want you to really see that. That's one of the most beautiful things about doing this work with people, is that I literally see them getting more intuition about what they want and crave in the rest of their lives. If you're having a lot of food cravings, yes, there can be reasons physically, but guess what? If you're really craving things and you're using food as a quick, an easy kind of false substitution, there might be some other things that you're craving. And even ask yourself that question, what am I craving? All right, lasting results come from one thing at a time, don't overwhelm. Number 2, create a new voice, that new voice with your own body. And 3, change your mind. Start believing, because we can achieve nothing new without new thinking. If we are always thinking, I love some of the examples I shared in the podcast. Many of my clients come to me, I can't lose weight. In fact, one of the main reasons they don't sign up with me is they're afraid they'll fail. And what's really cool about life coaching around this is you can't fail, because you learn so much when you work with someone one-on-one around an issue in your life. But it really comes, you really are going to have to change your thinking. If you want to have success in an area in your life, you're going to have to stop telling yourself, I can't lose weight. And that might be as easy as shifting that new thought to, I'm learning to lose weight. That's why I love the tools I teach, because they give another place for our brain to lean in on. We really can lean in on a new thought. We can lean in on, oh wait, am I hungry or am I full? Or is this fuel for me? And it puts our brain in a whole different decision mode and learning mode. And that literally does calm us down. And again, as I mentioned, it builds confidence. But it's all about relieving new thoughts. I love these new ones, okay? Instead of thinking, I can't lose weight, or this is so hard, what's an easy way I can take care of myself today? You see how much more fun that is. I'm taking good care of my physical body. I'm learning these tools. I'm going to start with the one I love first. I'm learning to trust my appetite. That was new for me. I was afraid to go from points to trusting my appetite. And I truly have learned that I can trust my fullness and my hunger. And it's a beautiful thing, because I can honor that during vacations when I'm around food that really isn't my fuel. And if I honor the hunger scale almost every single time, I do not have weight gain in those situations. But I had to believe it worked. So I would try a few things and see, and I would build my own evidence. But it has to start with new thinking. We cannot create new results out of thinking. That creates a lot of apathy and if you're disheartened because you think you can't lose weight, you start with the mind and start with the way you're thinking about it. Another fun one is, I'm a couch potato, or I'm too busy to work out. And that creates a lot of I don't know how you feel, but when I think I'm too busy to work out, I get too busy. I fill my calendar with everything else. But if you start practicing believing, I'm learning to fit workouts into small times of my day. I'm learning what I love to do in terms of working out. There's no shoulds around working out. Working out is a beautiful way to take care of our bodies. Yeah, it burns a few calories, but it's a very small percentage of how we take care of our full wellness. It's sleep, eat, and move. So that moving should be delightful. We should be encouraged to do it again and again by doing things that we really love. But it's all around that thinking. If you think you're a couch potato or you're very uncoordinated, it's just going to discourage you if you keep thinking that way. So it's flipping your mind on a dime and really offering that you're learning what you love to do. You're learning, I'm trying new things. I'm going to see what works. I may be a total dork in the Zumba class, but I'm going to try it. And some of those journeys, my friends, around physical exercise, when we do something like that, can be so much fun. I learned literally that I am an athlete. So I want to challenge you today, if you're watching this video, not only to go back and listen to the podcast, get the downloads that are offered in my show notes, and it's dianamurphycoaching.com/13. Lucky 13 is all about permanent, lasting results by going slow, focus on one thing at a time, layer that, build confidence, and create this new voice. Intuitive. I can open a menu. This is not the old Diana, believe me. This is very different for the professional yo-yo dieter that I have been the majority of my life. I now will open a menu and know what I need to eat. The plumber's here. Isn't this fun? So believe something new and you'll create something new. And that's all I've got for you today. Leave your questions below in the comments, and you can email me, Diana@dianamurphycoaching.com. And I love being with you today. Bye.